Hey everyone, Dan here, quickly popping on for a fun little broadcast as something has come up, but thought I'd hop in here. What is it? About 1:30 in the afternoon on Pacific time, and Marvel has announced the name for the upcoming third Spider-Man movie, and that's been a lot of fun. That yesterday they released some teasers and stuff, but they finally gave us the full name. So I'll show that to you in just a second. And then afterwards, I'll show you a couple things they did. And then we'll talk about what's coming up with WandaVision and stuff. But it's not going to be a long video. Just thought I'd pop on real quick. But let me show you the video that they released. All right, I'm not allowed to talk. I don't think I'm not allowed to talk during showing it. And that's what makes it demonetized or whatever it is, or a copyright thing. So I'm going to play this in its entirety on its own.
All right, so?
Give us a fake name again.
Yeah.
Not Sean. Yeah.
I just don't understand why he keeps doing this.
You don't understand?
Really?
I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You spoil things. I don't spoil things.
Good thing.
Name me one thing that I've actually spoiled.
The last movie title.
Okay, I love that. I think that was just wonderful. They did a great job with that. And so Spider-Man No Way Home. We'll pull up the actual title card for that. Actually, what I'm going to pull up is this, which I think is cool. So Spider-Man No Way Home. This is pretty fascinating. So many people thought they could guess the title. I mean, there was guesses all over the place. Home Alone, which we see down in the bottom corner here, was one of the favorite guesses. Of course, copyright issues. Welcome Home, Home Run was crossed off, and I know a lot of people were talking about Home Run as a possible name for it. So that's I think funny. I left over in the corner. Far From Home, we did this already. Webcamming, keep it PG. I mean, this is just this board is just good joke after joke. But Tom Holland is known for basically giving away the store. I mean, he just it's silly how often he gives away rumors and stuff. He spoiled the title of the last one, Far From Home, when he was just teasing that, oh, I got the script, and he held up and the title was on it. So now maybe they're working him like he's supposed to release these things. I don't know, but they're pretty fun. Also, you notice on here, there's an arc reactor. Somebody circled the arc reactor in the top corner there. There's some molecules. I don't know them. I was never good at chemistry, so I'm not recognizing these. If you do, please let me know. But these are pretty interesting. This up here, is that the flux capacitor? I don't know. There's a couple things that could be up there. I love this. Homeschooled. Aunt May says no. We all say no at this point. Work from home. No place like home. Trademarked. Yeah, this is a pretty clever board. And I like the way they did that with Zendaya and Jacob Batalon and Tom Holland. They had teased stuff earlier this week. Some of the other jokes that they put out there, let me pull up some of the other ones. This is, of course, the official one. But they also teased Home Slice, Spider-Man Home Slice. Yeah, that no. Spider-Man Phone Home. That seems like it would also be a trademark issue. And, of course, Spider-Man Home Wrecker, which not even sure where they're going to go with that one. But also they showed some actual stills from filming. So they are filming. These are pretty small, so let me pull that up. This is the three of them working a computer. And then we've got them in what looking to be maybe a creepy house. Not sure. And of course, just a good shot of the three of them. And it's good that all three of them are back. Zendaya is kind of playing MJ in this, or is playing MJ. And Ned's character is also got a long history in the comics. At one point, he turns into a villain. Will they be doing that? I'm thinking no, but who knows? Maybe they will. It depends on how many movies they do. Now, we know John Watt, the director, is actually moving on to do Fantastic Four next. So, will there be more Spider-Man movies? I know that they talked about a fourth one. Could he jump between the two? Do they bring someone new in to do these? I don't know. I think he's doing really good with these. I'd like to see him do as many as he'd like to, but he seems to want to jump over to Spider-Man now, or to Fantastic Four now. Did you notice the Sony Spider-Verse? Jamal pops in with, did you notice the Sony Spider-Verse type fade out at the end? Huh. No, not necessarily. I didn't. Yeah, let me pull that up there. I didn't notice that. Good catch there, Jamal. Okay. So we got our Spider-Man title, Spider-Man No Way Home, which makes a lot of sense after the ending of the last movie with they had J. Jonah Jameson outing him. We also need to keep in mind that this takes place after WandaVision. So what we're watching now is part of what's going to set up. So all the stuff with Wanda could directly affect it and could explain why we suddenly have a J. Jonah Jameson in the new Marvel universe, or in the MCU, where he was before in the Sony universe. So that'll be interesting to see, or the Raimi verse, if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, I like how they teased it. I like bringing in the three of them and acting. And that office, I mean, there were pirate stuff hanging from the wall. There was snowflakes. I know this talked like a pirate day, but that was a while ago, or coming up, or I don't think I even know what day it is anymore. But Spider-Man No Way Home is filming. Now, something I thought of, I originally, when the rumor about Jennifer Lawrence playing Sue Storm came out, I was immediately like, nope, ain't no way, not happening. They don't have a script. They don't have any of this stuff. Why would they be teasing this? Why would she be going to Australia to film it? I don't know where currently this is filming. I haven't had a chance to look it up yet. Hey, Mark. So I don't know yet where, but it would make sense if John Watts is going to introduce the FF in this movie as a cameo or a quick scene or something. Then casting the FF now would make sense. I'm still not buying as Jennifer Lawrence, but at least it makes a little more sense now than she's heading down to film Fantastic Four right now. There's no way they're filming Fantastic Four right now. John Watts is a little busy with this. It's over there. So, yeah, I wouldn't take that part of it seriously, but could they introduce the FF at the end of the movie? Yeah. Mark Andrew Smith, it indicates that the X-Men are all recast. WandaVision does. I'm not convinced that Evan Peters is playing Pietro from the X-Men universe. I don't see why Kevin Feige would take on the baggage from the X-Men universe. I mean, there's some great actors in there, great characters, and would love to see But yeah, I don't necessarily think that. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you mean. That if Jennifer Lawrence was playing Mystique, she definitely couldn't be Sue Storm, or vice versa. Then again, she could be pretending to be Sue Storm. But yeah, I'm not buying that he's either one. I'm not buying this that she's going to be Sue Storm yet, and I'm also not buying that they're bringing the X-Men in just as a whole. I think they are going to recast, because as good as some of them were, bottom line is that the last couple of movies were bombs. And why would you want to saddle yourself with that? And I mean, Fox had two swings at Dark Phoenix Saga, and neither one of them worked. So yeah, I don't see Kevin Feige taking on the damage from those X-Men movies. Yeah, he's there. Like I said, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was insanely popular. Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, these are all great actors to bring in. But the last couple movies were horrible, and yeah, I don't see Kevin Feige bringing them in as part of the thing. I think we'll get a whole new run. And again, this is my opinion. I'm not saying for a fact, because I don't know. Kevin Feige has never called me, which it hurts a little. It does. He could. I mean, my phone's always right here. He could call. But so I don't have any inside knowledge on that. It's just looking at the reality of it and looking at it from a storytelling point of view. Why would you want to saddle yourself with those characters and those problems? I mean, I own the last two movies. I can't even sit down and watch them. They're just the first X-Men movie was good. The second X-Men movie was good. First Class was good. I think that's what it was called. The one with first introduced McAvoy and Fassbender. Other than that, maybe Days of Future Past was pretty good. But yeah, Mark makes a good point. They might pick and choose. Maybe they'll pick and choose, but a new Wolverine could be great, and they could have Jackman and RGJ in What If story or movie. I'm glad he called you, Jamal, and I appreciate he said hi. Yeah, it would be great to have Hugh Jackman and Robert Downey Jr. and stuff. But yeah, Days of Future Past was good. But I just think there's so much, and Jackman has said he's not coming back. So that's one of the biggest selling points of bringing in those characters, and you don't get them. And Patrick Stewart has kind of said, well, he's hinted that he's said no. He's got his own thing going on with Picard, that he doesn't want to come back. And do you really want? I love Patrick Stewart. I love Ian McKellen, but they're getting up there now in age. So do you really want to have them come in for how many movies are you going to get out of them at this point? Where that's harsh, but and then you look at Fassbender and McAvoy, both great actors, but they're so young compared to if and where I don't even think they're going to necessarily make this connection. But if suddenly Magneto was Pietro and Wanda's father, Fassbender's is like 11 years older than Elizabeth Olsen. I mean, I can suspend disbelief a lot, but that's too close age for them to be father-daughter. So, no, I don't see it. But it is possible that they could tease the Fantastic Four in Spider-Man No Way Home. That is absolute possibility. So, also, there's a lot of other rumors with it about bringing in Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock. That one feels plausible to me. Again, we don't have confirmation. I know from interviews and stuff, Kevin Feige is a fan of Charlie Cox as Daredevil, also of D'Onofrio as Kingpin and Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. So I could see him picking and choosing from the Netflix ones, pretending Iron Fist didn't exist if he wanted to. I'm not as negative on the Iron Fist Finn Jones casting as most people were. I do actually see some potential there. I thought he got better in the second season, but I would pick up the Netflix stuff and just make it part of it because it was supposed to be part of it. It felt like it part of it to me, and I like those characters. I wouldn't bring in the X-Men characters. I would recast. I would start new, just like I would with the Fantastic Four. They're starting new. I mean, I don't think we're going to get Michael Chiklis and Ian Goffard in as the Fantastic Four. And I didn't think those were horrible movies. They weren't great, but they weren't horrible. The other FF movie, egad, what was Fox doing? Who was the guiding force at Fox, and what was he on? Because none of those were good. I mean, the last two X-Men movies and that Fantastic Four debacle. Why didn't Ben Grimm have pants? And why did they have to force in Doctor Doom? You could do a Fantastic Four movie without Doctor Doom. It really could be done. Easily. They could have made it Annihilus that they could have... Never mind. That's a whole nother rant for me. I could go on for hours about how I would fix the Fantastic Four. And again, Kevin Feige should really call me because I would be happy to write him a Fantastic Four script. Though I guess John Watts is doing it now. But then again, I'd be happy to write Kevin Feige any script he wanted, Hey, we're going to do Sleepwalker. Okay, I'm on it. Darkhawk, got it. What do you need? So, all right. That was the main thing I wanted to talk about was Spider-Man Spider-Man No Way Home. See, and even I'm calling it Far From Home. So tomorrow night, I am going to do a live broadcast at I think it'll be about 7 o'clock Pacific. That's my plan, where I will talk about WandaVision, catch everybody up. If you guys have any questions or you want to bring up your ideas, talk about it before the show airs later that night, early the next morning. So we'll do one more talk about WandaVision as it is before we get the next episode and catch up on any of the latest news. So tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific, which I know is 10 o'clock Eastern, but if you're truly a WandaVision fan, you're probably staying up till 3 a.m. anyway. So we'll go for probably about an hour, maybe more if I get questions. So please join me. Yeah, you're right. Jamal says Fox was high on Trank at the time. And that's true, but Trank was high on something when he thought about making that movie. And why? What? Yeah. Again, I don't think the cast was bad. I think they were badly directed. I think it was just a badly made movie that it's a shame because Fantastic Four is such a great property. But then again, I think they're a product of their time, and I would definitely do the movie from the point of view of the 1960s and then bring them forward. I would have had them trapped in Annihilus's realm for years and then come back, and that explains why they haven't been around for all the big fights, stuff like that. You get the 1960s feel of the characters, which works really well. And then when they come there in the future, they have all this new stuff to deal with, which I think would be just a fun way to kind of play on the problems with the 1960s. Also, the whole man at a time, because, Cap was man at a time for like one movie. We got a little bit of it with the list of stuff he was supposed to check out, but I think it could be done much more fun. And, Reed Richards learning about all the new science stuff and all the things that were just ideas he had that were suddenly real. I mean, it could be a lot of fun. But, all right, I'm wandering again. See, I could theorize on writing scripts. I could, if you guys wanted to, you could give me any character and I could go on for an hour on how I would do the story. And that could be a video all on its own, but not today. So that's the thing about being a writer. Once you get them started, they'll put a whole story together. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. And I will be back, like I said, tomorrow night with a pre-show. We'll call it a pre-show for WandaVision. Again, 7 p.m., give or take. Depends on how long it takes me to cook dinner. Otherwise, so this is the new Spider-Man No Way Home, which I think it's a good title. I do. There was a lot of choices, and they were going with the home thing. I don't think No Way Home was one that I'd heard, so this is very cool. Spider-Man No Way Home. Let me move it up to the title card again, just so we can end properly. There we go. Spider-Man No Way Home. That's the new one. So we just snap big. There we go. Still figuring out the technology, but I love that he got to see the trilogy through. So, Mark, thanks for popping on. Good to see you. Jamal as well. Anybody else who popped in, thanks, and we will talk soon. Everybody have a great day. Oh, and I may do an unboxing video later, as I just got the Hot Toys Mandalorian Deluxe figure in the mail today. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in an unboxing, but I'm thinking about it, so might happen. Depends on how my evening goes. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Talk to you soon.